Hello and welcome back to Punkplayback. Today I'll be reviewing Run Your Pockets by No Cash. No Cash is a ska punk band from PA, but I would rather consider it crack rock steady due to their similarity to many of those bands of this time. I know next to nothing about them, so let's just jump right into it. Samurais of the Sea, 7 out of 10. Really hard, solid intro that punches right into the next song. But let's talk about this intro. The guitar is dissonant and extremely distorted in a tone that I didn't expect for this album at all based on what I thought I remembered about it. Very cool intro with a song name that makes no sense to me. Life Sucks, 8 out of 10. Another really hard song. Definitely that late 90s to early 2000s C-squat sound. Those frustrated growls sound very, very similar to that of Stitza from every crack rock steady band ever. On a side note, if you're familiar with him, you should really look at the family tree of bands on the wiki. It's absurd. Wilkes Booth Style, 7.5 out of 10. I really like the start of this song. It's very unique. Opening without distortion, it then goes into a very high-pitched distortion. A really rather long song. It changes into a slower section at a little after the 3-minute mark. First time I've noticed two guitars as well. Of course, ending with Fuck the USA, I would expect nothing less. Knowledge is Power, 7 out of 10. Has just a small piece of an orchestral section. Really very interesting. Another very long song with a keyboard section in the middle with some percussion that I cannot place. Definitely has that patented choking victim and leftover crack sound. Skate or Die, 8.5 out of 10. Another intro without distortion. A small feature of the drums, which I obviously love. They love to let the guitar ring out in this song. Now that I'm listening for it, I can definitely hear the second guitar in this song. I like the guitar section 2 minutes in and the drum fills that follow. Really, really nice. Pierce the Gates, 8.5 out of 10. Quite a bit different from the other songs so far. Heavy guitar in the intro instead of the non-distorted. The guitar part is much more creative on this track and I really like it. It's very groovy as well. A slow section in the middle that features a heavy use of the bass and drums. Also has quietly picked guitar that creates an all-around atmosphere. Home Life is a Drag, 9 out of 10. Creative drums for the intro, huge fan of that. Now that I've noticed it, I really like how they incorporate the different guitars. It's funny though, this is the first song on the album that I can somewhat understand the lyrics. Another long track. Really surprised just how long these songs have been. Really like how they use drum intensity to correlate with speed. During slow sections, it's taps on the hi-hat, but during fast and intense parts, it's the snare and floor tom. And ending with a piano playing the guitar chords, strangely beautiful. The Lucky Few, 7.5 out of 10. Well, there goes what I said about understanding the lyrics. These are the fastest by far. I know I've said it a few times already, but it's insane how similar the vocals sound to Choking Victim and Stitza in general. I'm not sure if I'll ever get around to reviewing No Gods, No Managers, despite me loving the album, due to who Stitza is as a person. Anyways, this song is good, but nothing in particular stood out to me. I still like it, and would definitely listen to it, but it wouldn't be my first choice on this album. Pure Evil, 8 out of 10. I've got a love for death metal, and the guitar in this song reminds me of that just a little bit. The cadence of this song does just sound pure evil in the absolute best way possible. I love it. I appreciate that they always change the song at some point. They have just small sections where they try something new or different. So far, this album has really wowed me. A Better Tomorrow, 9 out of 10. Sampling the Goonies would make my dad proud. Chilled out guitar over top creates an atmospheric tone. Very melancholic. Once the sample is dropped and they introduce the drums, it doesn't sound like the No Cash flavor of crack rock steady I'm coming to love. But don't you worry, it picks up soon enough. Also, the most insane sound I've ever heard a guitar make at 158. Interesting enough, the start of the actual song section was the switch up for this song. The tone of the guitar is somewhat between scratching glass and a printing receipt when they choose to throw it in. Gasoline, 9 out of 10. The song that I was familiar with first before doing this listen through. Obsessed with the guitar in this. It's repetitive, but it's a fucking brainworm and I cannot stop thinking about it. This song makes it clear that they had a good amount of influence from some popular 90s hip-hop. A bit slower than most of the songs in this album, but that doesn't hurt it any. One of the only times I can understand the lyrics to a song, and I really do enjoy them. an absolute smooth roll, and some baller fills near the end of the song. This is truly great. Run Your Pockets, 6.5 out of 10. Nearly 17 minutes of silence, but there was a bonus track at the end. Probably the heaviest song at the end of the silence. It's not bad, for sure, but it's not my favorite. My average for this album is an 8 out of 10, but my overall is a 9 out of 10. This album is great. Really, really fantastic. I can't give it enough love. I could put this on in the car and listen to it front to back, excluding the bonus track, and not get bored. I love that they don't stagnate and they try to give the song at least one change. Their use of 2 guitars was definitely great, and I'm glad that they did. It was a much better listening experience. On top of this, the anarchist and anti-capitalist themes were strong and they were punchy, and I love it the whole way through. This is an album for your teenage radical angst, and I love it so much for that. Not to mention 3 9 out of 10s and nothing lower, excluding the bonus track, than a 7 out of 10. This album is great. Stop listening to this and go listen to it. This has been the Punk Playback. If you have any albums for me, you can leave them in the comments or reach out to me at punkplayback@gmail.com. It's been real. See ya.